Discovered by navjumper Carla Larry in 2582, the Nyx system didn't immediately offer any terraformable planets or overt resource possibilities to Imperial pathfinders, so it laid dormant until QV Planet Services bid to establish mining operations in the system's asteroid belt. The initial surveyors turned out to be correct, and maintaining mining operations ended up being too costly. After being unable to return a profit or even sell their rights, QV abandoned their facilities in Nyx rather than spend the money to dismantle the equipment. However, the mining operation did not stay empty long, as the inaccessibility and seclusion that cost QV Planet Services so much was deemed extremely valuable by certain elements of humanity. A dense asteroid belt circles Nyx's star at roughly 12 AU. While the asteroid field has seen some mining, it is mostly known as a very good place to avoid unwanted attention. An unknown number of small settlements have been established on asteroids in the area and are home to a variety of fringe colonists seeking anything from life outside the UEE to a platform from which to operate outside the law. Outlaw raids in the system, typically conducted against the trans-Synthworld shipping lanes, are believed to operate out of larger bases in the field. The highlight of these settlements is Delamar, the largest of the asteroids. The size of a small planetoid, Delamar is hidden deep in the Glacium Ring. Carved into the surface of the massive asteroid is the former QV Planet Services mining facility, a warren of tunnels, support structures and long-abandoned equipment. Originally meant to support a small population of miners and engineers, the bare-bones station was outfitted with only the essentials and a minimal amount of creature comforts. Despite what it has transitioned into in the years since its construction, walking inside Delamar, surrounded by rough-hewn rock and breathing stale recycled air, there is no denying its industrial origins. In 2655, a small group of activists sought to escape the totalitarianism of the Messers and found refuge in Delamar's vacated mining facility. The remote location seemed an ideal stronghold in which to start again. They named the facility Levski in honour of an ancient Earth revolutionary who shared their dream of an egalitarian society. As word of this free town spread, many other anti-Messer activists, intellectuals and pacifists found their way to Levski. They aspired to create an idyllic, leaderless society built around mutual responsibility. Unfortunately, the newly dubbed People's Alliance engaged in an endless debate over how to achieve their goals. After descending into a large carved-out crater on the surface, most ships make their way to land at Origin 1, managed by Eslin Macken. Moving deeper into the asteroid, the first must-stop spot for any visitor is the Grand Barter. In classic Levski fashion, this market has no established booth locations. Vendors simply set up their stalls, often constructed from repurposed mining equipment, wherever they can grab a spot, which means there is no guarantee that a vendor around one day will be back for the next. If you find something of interest, best to buy it right away. If you're in need of personal weapons and armour, but lack the time or patience to sort through the stalls, then check out Conscientious Objects. The owner, Alex, is enthusiastic about armed revolution, to put it mildly. Even though Alex talks a lot about corrupt government pigs, he can be extremely helpful in upgrading your loadout. Nearby, an excellent assortment of protective clothes and EVA gear can be found at Caudry's. The shop's stoic owner, Luther Caudry, a former Bearing textile engineer, has modified some of his stock in intriguing ways. Anyone looking for one-of-a-kind stuff should shop here. Café Moussain is the perfect place to relax with a drink or quietly conduct business. Claire Rios pours stiff drinks to grease the gears of revolution. She is of that special class of bartender who is always imbibing but never drunk. The bar's dark ambience and Rio's respect for privacy makes it an ideal location to steal a quiet moment or two. Travellers are advised to be extra cautious around the security checkpoints that separate Levski's residential and public sectors. Do not mistake the armed guards stationed at checkpoints for police. Their only mandate is to ensure that visitors do not enter a residential zone. This makes areas near checkpoints a prime location for pickpockets and stick-up artists. Frequently, criminals rob visitors then quickly disappear behind the barricade. Attempting to pursue the offender past a checkpoint will only end badly for you. Finally, to fully understand Levski, you must visit the hand-carved statue of Anthony Tanaka, the boy whose death became a rallying cry for the anti-Mesa movement. While there are other sculptures of Tanaka in the UEE, none are as beautifully dark and defiant. Carved in the days after the tragic event, the statue manages to capture the spirit of that bygone era. The nearby walls are still marred by layers of protest graffiti tracing decades of unrest. If Levski can be summarised in one image, the Tanaka statue does so, embodying the mix of innocence and anger that still lives in Delamar's tunnels.
You should get yourself some NordVPN. You can go to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer or use the links down below. If you want a VPN to help you with accessibility, security, and or privacy on the internet, then NordVPN has got all of that. And it's on a huge discount if you use my links. Oh, click those links. Every month we have a ship giveaway, and for October, because of CitizenCon and it's a big month for celebration, we are giving away 5 different ships to 5 different winners. They all come with a game package and lifetime insurance. We're giving away a C8X Pisces, the Arrow Light Fighter, the 100i luxury starting ship, the Sulen, a very cool, weird alien starting ship, and the Nomad from Consolidated Outland. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning one of those ships is comment on any of my videos made during October. Any of those are great to start the game with, or just as another ship in your fleet, or even as a lifetime insurance token to upgrade to something else. A big thank you as well to CIG for providing some of those ships for that giveaway. If you would like to further support the channel, consider becoming a Patreon or using the join button under my videos. That will get you some occasional exclusive content, and it really does help us out loads. Also, like, share, subscribe, that all helps tons as well. Thank you so much for watching to the end, and I hope you have a great October.